the prevention, how to prevent ourselves from this coronavirus. And for that, as we all know, we should put on masks on our faces, wash our hands with soap and water, and finally, to maintain social distancing. With this note, let me start today's class. So, as you all know, that we are continuing the sermon at Venerus, and we have almost understood this lesson that this is all about how to understand, how to realize, what is that, and how to develop the ability to bear this hardship, this fact. In that section, we came to know through Kisa Gautami that she lost her child and then she went everywhere in order to get the medicine to cure, to get her son's life back. But then finally she understood that life is flickering all the time and at any moment it can stop flickering. So this was the understanding that she could understand after meeting Lord Buddha. And let's continue. But before others join in, we have a very poor number of students right now. So let me show you this video. So far, unless they come up and join.
You have to understand its title, and the title is A Sermon at Baynars. A sermon is a religious talk given by a religious person to his disciples to get free from their sinful life and follow the right path. Gautama Buddha was born in 563 BC and died in 483 BC. Thus he lived 80 years. He began his life as a prince named Siddhartha Gautama in northern India. He was sent for schooling at the age of 12 to study Hindu sacred scriptures, and 4 years later he returned to marry a princess and had a son. This lifelong lived about 10 years. The prince was shielded from the sufferings of the world, but he came to know about others' sufferings when out hunting. He came across a sick man, then came across an old man, then came across a funeral procession. A funeral procession is a procession which is done when someone dies. Finally, he saw a monk begging for alms. These sights, a sick man, an old man, a funeral procession, and monk begging for alms, so moved him that he went out to seek enlightenment, to know how these sufferings can end. Enlightenment means a state when someone has high spiritual knowledge and wisdom. He wandered 7 years and finally sat down under a peepal tree where he meditated until enlightenment came. After exactly 7 days, he got enlightened. So he renamed the tree as Bodhi Tree. If you know Hindi, then you know Bodhi Tree will mean the tree of wisdom. And he himself became to be known as Mahatma Buddha. Buddha, 563 BC minus 483 BC, began life as a prince in northern India. At 12, he went for schooling to study Hindu sacred scriptures, and 4 years later, married a princess and had a son.
After 10 years, he worried about the sufferings of the world when chanced upon a sick man, an old man, a funeral procession, and a monk. This sights made him wander for 7 years to seek enlightenment. After 7 days meditating under peepal tree, he got enlightened. He renamed the tree the Bodhi Tree.
He gave his first sermon, or say, religious talk, in Baynars. That sermon is preserved. It tells his wisdom about death and an understandable kind of suffering. Want to see that sermon? Let's see it.
Children, are you getting this video and sound? Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
So this part that you have already gone through and you could understand with this video also. It was a kind of a revision so far.